Hey y'all, it's your girl Brittany. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell to be notified of every time I post. Cause y'all know what it is. Y'all know I post frequently. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what's hitting on. Y'all already know what we getting into. We jumping, skipping, hopping, leaping, doing the Dougie, my Dougie into the video. Click that link down below to watch the clean sweep of Now That's TV that I put up and watch some stuff that's behind a paywall. It is really, really good. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this video. So, we are down man no quito, down man no quito, down man no quito, down man di bella. And we starting off with Chinx and Lex having a scuffle about they pimp. They get into it behind a pimp, which is so disgusting. I really hate that. Chinx is like, girl, what did he do? Did he put it down? Put it down. Did he put it down? Cause why you keep trying to fight her over him? And in my Patreon, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I found the picture of him and I put it in the Patreon. Cause if y'all see that man, you'll be like, I know this ain't him. Mind you, I'm thinking the pimp gonna be fine. Like, oh my god. He's so fun. I'm thinking it's gonna be like that. Girl, I had to keep looking. I was like, him, really? And Chinx fighting hard. She fighting Lex hard behind this man. And this man ain't even all that. He's not even the bag of the chips, okay? You know how they be like, he's not all that in the bag of chips. No, he's not even the chips. Okay, he ain't even all that at all. I'm like, girl, you was going out of your way for this storyline. And at this point, I'm kind of over it. We're on episode 3, and I need by episode 4 for you to let that go and focus on you. Chinx is a pretty girl. I love the way she talk and everything. Like, she's very pretty. And Lex is very pretty too. But baby, I need y'all to stop fighting over this ugly man. He had put it down, Chinx, 3-4 years ago, and you can't let it go. And I need you to let it go, baby. I don't know what type of hole he got over you. He obviously got your mind. Obviously. And that's why I be saying. That's why I be telling y'all. I ain't had somebody have mind control over me before. It took me a long time to get out the sunken place. It be like that. So, baby, you got it. You can't be in the sunken place. You got to fight the sunken place. You got to pray. Cause this is horrible. This is very ghetto, very hood, not very demure. So the girls get on the bus, and I feel like Diamond was being messy. She was like, do y'all feel like it's quiet without Wet Wet? Of course it's quiet without Wet Wet, because Wet Wet was basically being the referee on the bus, being messy. So Ocean decides to give her opinion about Miss Wet Wet. Now, they've been in that house one night, and I already do feel like Ocean is just too comfortable. Like, I definitely understand what she was saying, and I agree with her, but her comfortability is crazy. This early on, you only been in the house for a day, and you already talking like at the side of your neck. So she ends up giving a disclaimer at first saying like, oh, I love me some Wet Wet, love her personality, but at the end of the day, Wet Wet can't dance. She really not giving nothing to the show. And if you can't dance, you're not giving nothing to the show, then what are you here for besides kikis and ha-has? This is my thing. I want them to go and start showing this choreography, because I do believe a lot of the girls got too many opinions about who need to be here and who don't. What y'all need to do is worry about me, myself, and I. I want to see, is y'all the same ones who can keep up with the choreo, the domino. I need to know if y'all can keep up or not. Because honestly, like I said, everybody got so many opinions, but I ain't seen choreograph hit yet. And I need to see some choreograph hit. I need to see them in like practicing and stuff, and see how Joseline acts. Because they edited it down a little bit to where, we get a small portion of them practicing, but I'm sure they be in there practicing for a while, and I need to see how the attitudes change, and how you can't look at nobody but yourself, and let me see, how quick you're picking up. And then, okay, I'm gonna say what the rest of she said. She said that Wet Wet is only here to entertain, and she doesn't respect that. She feel like people should be here to show off their raw talent, all this, and not just entertainment. It's a show. truly, from what Joseline said, turn some I make y'all famous. Y'all get more followers on Instagram. What did she say? Y'all get more followers on Instagram. I let y'all get tips. When y'all go outside of the show, y'all not even making no money with her. To be honest, y'all not even making no money. So I'm trying to figure out, what true opportunity besides the show is Joseline giving to y'all. And she's supposed to be entertaining. That's why she came back for 3 seasons. She's a fan favorite. People like Wet Wet. I mean, I haven't personally picked up on why they like her, but people like Wet Wet. So obviously, she's coming back for a reason. And it is mostly for entertainment purposes, all that y'all doing. But I just think Ocean is just a little too comfortable. I just need to see her dance. I need to see her get out there and dance and put on a show. And I'll let you know if the mouth goes with the performance and the true quote unquote raw talent. Also, not only that, like I said, I had agreed with everything she said, but I do have, my own opinions about what she said. Now, her saying like, we in these white folks' neighborhood, she the white girl too, so that was crazy. But she was like, we in these white folks' neighborhood, she doing all this. The respectability politics is crazy, and black people are still in a place where you are seen and not heard. And she was put on the show and she was acting really, really hood. But Zeus know what they doing. Zeus know that the network all in itself is hood, so they bring them to these white people neighborhoods and try to film and all this and that, which ain't no problem. It's gonna be like that. Y'all need these houses. So I mean, I definitely understand where she's coming from with that, and I do feel like Wet Wet Head did too much. But the fact that the white girl said that, if the white girl said that, you was doing too much. Like, if the white girl was able to even pull out the respectability politics and be like, we in these white people neighborhood and you acting crazy, that, and mind you, the black people was agreeing with that too. That was like, okay, now it's a shame that the white girl had to say that. So I think the other BBW is named Envy, I believe, but y'all gonna know who I'm talking about because y'all watched it. So she ends up letting us know that a little bit before the show, she went through a traumatic experience because of this man that she was talking to at the time. And really, glory be to God that she's still here. Thank God that she still has a life. A car can be replaced. She cannot be. I want to say to just all my girls, my gals out there, when it comes to these men's, we have to vet. We have to know who we dealing with. Honestly, a lot of these men be having a lot going on, and they will put you in circumstances and won't care nothing about it. They are very selfish, and they think about me, myself, and I every time. And what we got to start doing is think about me, myself, and I every time. And we have to vet these men before we bring them around us, or we had them, in our personal spaces. Thank God that she alive. And a car could be replaced, but at the same time, what if she ain't have no money to replace that car? What if she had just got that car? Somebody gave her that car. Who want to get an extra car? No, or have to go shopping for a car, all because we did not vet this man properly. And I'm not putting it on her at all, because he knew what he had going on before he even started talking to her. He knew the block was hot when it came to him. So the fact that somebody found him, and a lot of times they don't care. Like, legit, y'all, a lot of times these people do not care about the innocent people who had nothing to do with nothing. They just want to hit their target and move forward. So I'ma always say vet. I'ma always say vet. I'ma always say, just try to vet and learn these people and what they got going on behind the scenes before you be around them, and put yourself around them. Because I'm happy that we're able to see her and her personality, and that we get to experience her and nothing happened to her. And I really hate that she went through that, because I know that's traumatic. I know that's traumatizing, and I know they had her shooken up for a while, and I'm sure her life flashed before her eyes. But I'm happy and grateful that she's here, and that way she can speak her truth and give her testimony. So at first, I was gonna skip the whole little pool party thing, because they all just coming in their confessional. Oh, we having such a good time. It's lit. We doing this. We showing that. I'm like, girl, boo. Who cares? Then I see Isis with that snake. Girl, let me tell you something. It's never that serious. It's never that deep. It's never that deep. She has a whole going in her mouth. Now, what if he would have, I just, because I was like, girl, it's not that deep. Trying to make it seem like she was sucking it. Girl, you're crazy. You're delusional. You're dumb. Stupid, slow, all of that. Because, no, ma'am. Isis get on my nerves anyway. We're going to get to her in a little bit, but she's already getting on my nerves. So, Joseline ends up picking two new girls to come. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think she just picked them off random. She probably was like, oh, we're going to bring y'all in the house to mix it up. They probably put in audition tape and everything. They just making it seem like they met them at the pool party and these girls just had their stuff ready in their car. No, they probably had already picked them and said, y'all ain't coming in the first day. When we eliminate some people, we're going to bring y'all in type of time. And they already lived in Houston. That's what it's giving me. All right, so Queen Envy felt some type of way about that. She was just like, she don't feel like it's fair because they had to go through everything they had to go through to get on the show, which I understand what she's saying. But it's a show. They're gonna mix it up. They're gonna do stuff like that. They're always gonna throw y'all curveballs so that way they can kick all y'all off one at a time so y'all won't get this 50,000. So I'm not surprised. So the girls in the band, they finna go back to they, mansion or whatever. And Kate ends up confronting Iz and was just like, I'm telling you, Joseline ready to go. And you gonna tell me, don't push you. But you ain't look back, you ain't do this, you ain't do that. So Iz like, well, girl, we cleared it up. Like, I cleared it up. Why'd you still talking about it? So she felt some type of way. Kate felt some type of way. Kate felt as though that Iz was picking. And, Iz be like thirsty for camera time. So she felt like she was picking and, she didn't want to be picked. So I don't even know that girl name. The Big Blue jumped up for what? I don't know why she jumped up. She got involved. But they cleared it up basically. And now Kay and they all right. Now, for me, just not with this situation necessarily, but I do feel like has been trying to get her camera time every time, like just always needing that camera time, baby. Like she's thirsty for that camera time. I do feel like to an extent she do just be starting stuff. She is walking around like big bad wolf. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me? And to an extent it is like, okay, yes, we want to see the big bad wolf. Like we need a villain. But at the same time, like you is just doing a little much for me. Not with this situation, but just like in general, we on the third episode. She still got stuff going on. Her, Danny, Andrea, I'm tired of that too. I'm just like, girl, you want to be a big bad wolf. And I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling her. So Raven being messy per usual. That's why she got knocked down. Whatever season that was, because she talked too much. Raven is very messy. Her and Diamond, they're just very messy, and I feel like they should have went home first. So Raven was like, "Who y'all think should get eliminated?" First of all, y'all don't know each other like that to say who should get eliminated. Like, be for real. Y'all ain't did nothing, to be honest, to say like who should get eliminated. Ain't nothing necessarily happened to be like, oh, this person need to get eliminated, this person need to get eliminated. Like, and regardless of how y'all feel, what y'all think, Joseline don't care. Don man no quito. Like, it's her way or the highway. If you look at her wrong, if you speak out of term, she ready to take you home. So it really don't matter what y'all think. Like, why is y'all even asking each other that when y'all opinions really don't matter? So, baby, Miss Messy got shut up real quick. Monaco said, you got one more time. You got one more time. And I'm going crazy. And I don't blame her. Like, I don't blame her. Because Raven keeps saying something to her. This ain't Raven's first time saying something to her about doing more, doing more. She is trying to help her. But it's like, girl, why you keep watching me? Like, why you keep trying to tell me what I need to do? Shut up. Obviously, she had already said that she's not like that in her confessional. She don't give it up how y'all give it up, meaning like she's not what's the word I'm looking for? She said that she was very like conservative, very, covered up, and she doesn't work at like a exotic club. She works at a gentleman's club. So things they do is not the same as working at an exotic club. So I was like, okay, she had already let it be known from day one what it was in her confessional, that she wasn't doing all that. So, baby, Raven telling something, you gotta do more, you gotta do more. Raven is trying to look out, but it's like, okay, you need to shut up. Like, she's at this one, she's not taking your advice. So what you keep saying something to her for? Baby Monaco said, and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell all y'all, and she's the example. Don't say nothing else to me about what I'm doing. I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it. I'm gonna shake when I want to shake. I'm gonna drop it like it's hot when I want to drop it like it's hot. Okay, don't say nothing else to me. So then here go Ravens for some. But babe, I'm saying because you're like the first BBW on Jocelyn's camera, and she won't be the last. She won't be the last. She's the first. She didn't do what needed to be done as the first. Oh well, casting didn't do a good job at casting her. Okay. Oh well. So next, who cares? And that's what I was saying in my last video when it came to her position, as far as her being like, I represent the BBW girls. I'm representing uh Latinos. I'm represent. That's a lot to put on you. And then as we see, Raven is putting that pressure on her too. Like, you got to do this, you got to do that. And a lot of people, a lot of times, when you got that pressure on you, that pressure can be heavy. It can weigh you down, especially if you not as open and free as these other people. So, I mean, she checked Raven. I was tired of Raven saying something to her too. You do need to do more, but I mean, they finna send you home anyway. So, oh well, don't matter. So we end up meeting Hennessy and Rose. Rose, y'all, these 20 year olds, 21 year olds is looking hard because she do not look 21 at all. I would give her 25. She was like, I'm 21. Like Ivory, y'all know how Ivory look. Ivory do not look 21. 22. She don't look 21. 22. These are some hard knockers, I swear. Like, y'all do not be looking y'all age. But anyways, and that's sad too. I really believe like that's truly sad too. Like, she's only 21 having to dance. I hate that, but it is what it is. So we end up meeting them. Everybody kind of irritated that they there. And here go Joseline. Are you fighting for your spot? She said, we're fighting for it all. Like, what are you talking about? Girl, we're here to win that money. Once again, getting on my nerves. So Iz and Andrea end up getting into it because Joseline was being messy. So they end up getting into it. Is hollering about some, nah, you started with me. You want to deal with me. They rolled the clip back. Baby, you the one jumping up to my something. What's up? Do you want this? Da da da. Andrea had already said that you was pressing her. You talking about, I wasn't pressing you. Yes, you was, girl. You was looking for a moment. Like, yes, you was. You was looking for a moment. You're irritating. You was looking for a moment, and you was looking for camera time. You needed that. You wanted that. You wanted to go on, be the spotlight of the show. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this part was funny. Isis was like, and that's how both of y'all got beat up. I understand why you jumped in, but both of y'all still got beat up. I was hollering. So they going back and forth. Isis, you could tell she started getting mad. She said, girl, you got on a cheetah dress. Like, girl, don't play with me. Roasting her down. Tore up. And Andrea like, yes, I do. Twerk, 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 twerk. I'm like, that wasn't a good comeback, but okay. So Kay jumped in, and Kay was like, you did start with her, which is true. Like, but Kay doing that because of what happened with them on the bus. Okay, like, well, I don't really care for you. So I'm gonna jump in and say that you was starting it so we can go and get you up out of here. That girl said, Jigsaw, shut up. I was weak. Holla in, cause it's definitely Jigsaw sister. Can't lie to you. So they continue rambling and getting into it with each other. So Joseline ends up jumping in. And Joseline like, when your no, she asked Jayla first. She was like, Jayla, what you jumped in for? And Jayla like, oh well, because she was getting jumped. So like, I was just looking out because she shouldn't try to jump her. So Andrea told me, so I got respect for her. Anyways, so she was like, I got respect for her. I'm like, Andrea, she put her hands on you. I don't have respect for nobody who put their hands on me. Like we would have been needing to scrap right then and there because you jumped in it. I don't care if I jumped in on my homegirl. I don't care. Don't try me. Don't try me, boo. Don't try it. Do you want this? Do you need that? So she was like, I respect her. I respect her. The one behind her, I don't respect. So Joseline ends up asking Ice is when's her birthday? And she was like, November 3rd. So here go Joseline to mouth. Oh, that's my birthday. So the girl Andrea like, well, I don't like her. Like, I don't like her. I can't stand her. Da da da. And Joseline and the girl Andrea started like naming off like she fake, she phony, she did, she did. Joseline told me, well, you're calling me fake and phony. Just because y'all have the same birthday do not mean y'all have all the same things and y'all signs and stuff. Like, girl, she said that she don't like her. She don't like her. They don't put you and her at the same standstill. She obviously has a relationship with you. And honestly, she deal with disrespect from you, like Isis said, because you're paying her. If you weren't paying her, you was just some raggedy off the street and you didn't have your name, trust, nobody would be putting up with you, Joseline. But they feel like, you gonna help them get motion. So that's the only why they deal with you. So Iz and Andrea end up getting that. I'm telling you, I had watched it like a little bit before I started doing my review, and I was cooking. Mind you, when they was scuffling, I wasn't watching it. Like I was listening to it in the background. And I'm like, oh, okay, when I get to the part, I'm finna see like her really dog wild. I'm thinking her lip and got busted how Diamonds was on Baddies. I'm thinking that ISIS did it. A scratch on her lip. A scratch on her lip. Big is because a scratch on her lip. Y'all will give anything. It's really not that serious. I do think is held her own. I do think she held her own, but to an extent, it's just I'm ready for her to go. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, okay, she whooped Andrea. I don't care. I really don't care. It's just she do too much for me. Like, honestly, like I said, I'm ready for them to start getting to the show part because it really was like y'all got into it for no reason. You really wanted to go down there, teach her real quick, and you already know that you're whooping her every time. So at this point, you just thirsty to just whoop her and be like, yeah, I got them hands. But y'all not here to necessarily like scuffle about this. Y'all don't really have no real issue for y'all to be scuffling. You picked up her wig. You was being funny, saying it stank. She snatched it from you. She ain't had no business snatching it. But I don't necessarily feel like y'all ain't go round for round for round for round for round because she snatched your wig and because her wig stank. At this point, I'm over both of y'all. I'm over the whole situation. It's very tiring. It's very boring to me. It's very hot. I'm going to sleep. Like this is to me. This is just like the Chinx and Lex girl situation. Like it's boring. It's stupid. Y'all need to wrap it up. If y'all had real beef, that'll be different. I'd be like, oh yeah, get her. If I'm seeing the beef, if it was something for real, it'd be like, yes, take her through there. But y'all don't have no real beef to be doing all that, and you really ain't doing that. You just kind of busted her lip. That's it. Like they act like you got a girl a black eye or something. I'm like, oh, she must have really tore her lip up. No, that little scratch. Be for real. Joseline, when that girl started spitting that blood out, Joseline had me hollering with the look, cause exactly. And then you spitting on the rug. Do you know how hard it is to get stains out of a rug? Very much annoying. I would not want to deal with you at all. Okay, not only that, um, so they tell Andrea that she need to go to the hospital. They're like, you need to go to the hospital because you just need to go. Like, you need to get some stitches on it. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure it get cleaned out, all this, all that. So she like, I'm not going to the hospital. I'm not going. Justin, and now Lemmy brother is right there. He like, you need to go to the hospital. You need to go to the hospital. She like, I'm not going. I'm not going because she want to keep her spot. Like, she wants to be here for real, for real. She really do. So she like, I'm not going. Justin said, you going to the hospital or you going home? The girl said, it was the face change for me. The face change was crazy. She was like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I want to stay here. Justin said, okay, if you go to the hospital, your spot is not going to be taken away from you. You just need to go to the hospital and get cleaned up. She was like, okay, I'm going to go to the hospital. I just don't believe as a grown woman, another grown woman got to threaten you to go to the hospital and kind of put some over your head for you to go to the hospital, baby. You should just want to go to the hospital just to make sure you're okay. Like, what is going on here? It's really not that serious. And then she's like, I'm only going to the hospital because you told me I had to go. Girl, what? The reverse psychology is crazy. She said your spot is secured. She wants you to go to the hospital. Like, you should want to go to the hospital just because it's your lip. Slow. Andrea, you must think we slow and not worth waiting on. Tell me, I bit myself. You must got some shark teeth. You must got some shark teeth if you bit down on yourself that bad, baby. No, baby. That was that punch. That was that pew. That was that hit that did that to your lip, baby. Get that girl her credit. She opened your lip up. And that's just that. Like, get over it. And then, too, saying she sucker punched you, it was not a sucker punch. Y'all very much squared up. And then she came over and she got that. It was no sucker in that punch at all. So, after Iz and Andrea, separated, everybody was on the steps. They on the steps, kiki cockling about what just happened. So, Kay jumped off the steps. Tell me she was trying to go find that babe. First of all, baby, if you're jumping off the steps by the baby, you just need to go on, just stay on the steps, okay? I heard what they do to y'all. Just stay on the steps, baby. Gotta start somewhere to, get up off of that babe. So she get off the steps. She ain't stay in her seat. So she ends up going over there. And to me, honestly, it didn't seem like you was necessarily looking for no baby. It gave very much you was going over there trying to be in Iz's space. So it's like, and let me tell you something. If you ever jump in my business again, so Kay, like, girl, your arm, like, girl, your hand is broke. Like, girl, don't play with me. So Iz was like the other one not and just slapped far from her. Boom. And y'all, I think this is so hilarious. The other day, see, I be around the ghettos too. See, the other day, my best friend got into it with her coworker and slapped the dog out of her coworker. So when Iz did the slap, I bust out laughing because my best friend literally just got to fight with her coworker, like legit, and slapped the dog at the coworker. Now I ain't gonna let the coworker put her hands on my friend first, and my friend was just defending herself, but she slapped her, and she said that everybody was just standing there like, oh wow, the slap. Like it got quiet after she slapped the girl. See, y'all, I be running the ghettos. I be running the ghettos. But anyway, so she slapped her and Kate is looking crazy. She trying to go get her lick back. But did not get her lick back. Joseline ends up going to talk to Iz and tells her, like, girl, we're done with the fighting. Like, just chill, just vibe. Like, we're done with that. You need to go look at that hand. But to me, Kay should have never got out of her seat. Should stayed on them steps, baby. That vape was not that serious for you to get off them steps. All right, so Joseline going around asking the girls why should they not go home, blah blah blah. So the only thing I have to say about this is when Raven was like, Monaco has to do more than her. No, she don't. No, she don't. Just because she plus size do not mean she got to do more than you. And that's what I mean when I say that they do not have to put on for other big girls. She do not owe that to nobody. These imaginary people that she has to put on for. Like, no, she don't. And that's probably why she never was truly getting comfortable because y'all keep putting this pressure on her. Plus, she putting the pressure on herself. When Joseline was like, you got to represent for the big girls, she didn't add it and Latinos. Like, but look, baby, if you're supposed to be putting on for all these people, you're not doing a great job of it. You're not. And really, you just want to be yourself, be where you at in your own little bubble. This was not for you. Obviously, you wasn't going to get out your comfort zone, and they wasn't finna wait for you to get out your comfort zone anyway. But I just don't believe that she has to overly do it because she a big girl. I don't believe that. Like, she could do the same thing that the Saw girl doing, the Jayla girl doing, the Iz girl doing, Andrea. She can do the same thing. What are we talking about here? She just a little bigger than them, so I don't feel like she has to put on. She has to do more. She don't owe y'all that. So it was Danny's turn. And Joseline confronts her about talking to her earlier. Joseline is hilarious. She's so rude, but it's so funny. Joseline said, cause earlier today, I got a problem with you because you came in my room talking about something that this girl, my friend. I don't know that 304. That junk had me hollering. Joseline said, I don't know that 304. Why would you say she my friend? Here go Danny, because I'm dumb. Obviously you're dumb. She was like, and I could have sent you home for that. When I tell you Joseline is sending them home for any and everything, she's not playing that. She said, girl, don't play with me. Joseline is hilarious. You have to give her props on being hilarious. Joseline said, you keep looking up and down. Head on my forehead. Head on my you keep looking at me up and down. I ought to smack you. That girl said, I just want to cut you right here. Baby, I would have been flew out that house. Ain't no way I'm dealing with somebody talking to me like that. No way. That girl said, yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Joseline. Girl, you are a fool. Go put your clown hat on. Ain't no way you should ever let that lady talk to you like that. Like, at all. Have some type of respect, some type of decency for yourself. That girl said, look at my forehead. Don't look no lower down when I'm talking to you. When I'm talking to you, head up. Head up. Keep eye on forehead. Y'all keep looking at me up and down like you want to do something. Joseline is hilarious. Legit. I'm finna throw my phone out the window and not go get it and let her keep talking. Cause why would you say that to them? Why would you play with them like that? Like this military style boot camp. Like, girl, you is tripping, but hilariously tripping. So Joseline ends up eliminating Miss. I gotta put on for everybody and they daddy. I'm representing for everybody and they daddy. She eliminates her and Fetish, and Fetish was here, there, nowhere. So yeah, both of them for real, neither here nor there nor anywhere. So yeah, get rid of them. She ends up bringing Wet Wet back in. Wet Wet ends up letting it be known like she just got a lot going on at home with her child. You know, she's overwhelmed with life currently. Joseline ends up giving her a hug, and Wet Wet is coming to apologize to Miss Joseline. And Joseline ends up telling Wet Wet, like, you know, I can't have you over here disrespecting me, because then they'll feel like they can start disrespecting me. Joseline, you just told somebody to look at your forehead only. Don't look at you up and down. I'm sure ain't nobody finna disrespect you the way the mouth that's on you, these girls ain't finna say nothing out the way to you at all. So Joseline ends up letting Wet Wet know that she can't get that 50,000. Baby, Wet hit the floor, and you know what else you should have hit? The door. I would have said, girl, it ain't really no point of me being here if I can't get that money. If anything, y'all should have broke me off some bread anyway for coming here. She's still in Section 8, baby. So really, Wet just be coming just to come at this point. So Wet fell on the floor and fell out. I said, okay, same thing. And I would have, like, when Joseline told me that, instead of me falling out, I would have went through that door. Oh, okay, bye, y'all. Never see y'all again. Bye bye. I ain't finna be dealing with this. Cause really, like, I understand her not necessarily competing, but hopefully she got a real good check. Hopefully her check was nice, because if she not competing and she kind of helping Joseline, her check should be thick. So they go to the next day. Raven is continuously being messy. I want Joseline to take her by her neck again and throw her down, because obviously the first one did not work out in y'all favor. So she gets all like the new girls, as far as like who trying to come in and, you know, stand tall and have a place. She brings all them together. They're all talking about the girls who got handpicked at the pool party. So they like, no, we don't feel like they deserve to be here, all this, all that. Yes, we get it. Y'all had to go through hell and back to get y'all spot. But that's not their fault that they got handpicked. That's not their fault. Y'all keep trying to make it a problem with them when Joseline picked them. If y'all have any concerns, y'all need to be talking to Joseline. Joselina. Okay, y'all need to be talking to her, not these girls. I really don't care for that. Like, they did all that because it was real ghetto, it was real hood, and it was really for no reason. So boom, they end up bringing the girls who got handpicked in. So Ocean just started popping off, pop. Like I said, too comfortable. So she was like, that little shouldn't have got y'all in, baby. 21-year-old Steph. She said, that little got us in. I said, okay, clock her, because she playing with y'all. So here go Miss, oh my God, life is great. I'm so blessed to be here. I just had got caught up in something, but I'm grateful to be here. Tell me something. Y'all pretty, y'all cool, y'all seem like sweet girls, but we're gonna have to run that. Why are they having to run it? Y'all can run it all day. They're still gonna be here. That's not gonna get them out. And why? What? Okay, let me continue. So they line it up. The girls get up because obviously they knew they was gonna have to run it. Ocean and one girl running it. And then the other girl, no, she the one who was like Envy, Queen Envy. She got up just trying to run it with the girls with the braids. They like, no, get her. Talking about the 21-year-old. So she on the 20 Rose, that's her name. She got on Rose. Here go the one you couldn't even fight Ocean. Ocean had you on the ground. I was rooting for you last week, but I don't like you no more. You're done, boo boo. You're still pretty, but you're done. You're out of my book. I don't like you no more. Cause why is you jumping on Rose? She already got big Pantheress on her. Let's be honest, let's be clear. She already has big Pantheress on her. What did you jump in for? Then tell me something. Oh, I ain't jumping in. You did jump in though. You seen her already on her. You did jump in though with your ugly self. Now you ugly to me. I don't like that. You barely could keep up with Ocean. Now you want to jump in on this girl. These girls did nothing to y'all. Nothing to y'all. It's a competition show, baby. Of course they're gonna be pulling people out of the screens. Of course. Y'all fought them for no reason. I don't appreciate y'all fighting them. Y'all had an issue so bad. Y'all should be talking to Joseline, the same one who's telling Raven dumb self to look at her forehead. And Raven, I need somebody to go and get Raven. Because Raven is getting on my nerves. She needs to get got really bad. I'm sick of Raven. She talks too much. She's very messy. And I just don't like her. And I think a lot of the problems that start is because of her. They talking about Wet so messy. All this Raven is messy. Raven is super messy. And I don't like her. Baby, so it look like next week episode is gonna be the episode of episodes, but sometimes they don't even put all that in one episode. So you never know what we're gonna get. They finally getting the choreo down, man. Look, we finally seeing something finally because it took forever. Because at this point they really always fighting for nothing. So K is getting towed up with the flow up. Look like, and by people who really can't even fight like that. Also, the new girls get towed down to the flow down. Horrible to see. I hate seeing it. But these girls feel as though they need to get that. They need to be on that. So I hate to see it, but it is going down in the cabaret house. Joseline even puts her hands on Wet, so I'm excited to see that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited to see Joseline take y'all through there. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, it's a little funny. She's a little kiki, and Joseline said, "Don't put that on my body." I understand that because you acting like you playing like you clean up the house. Why would you put that on me? Don't put that on me. Like, are you dumb? Don't put that on me. But yeah, so I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. This was a good episode, but I think next week's episode gonna be better. See y'all in the next one. Bye.